All right, I have a nondescript brown box here. It's got to be new radio time. Howdy, everybody. Steve here, KM9G. Let's go over and see what this thing looks like on the bench. My friends over at Radioddity sent me this radio, and it is in a plain brown box because it is a prototype radio, and I have no idea how good or bad it's going to be because it's actually not ready for public consumption yet. What comes in this box isn't necessarily the stuff that's going to be in the box when you get it as a off-the-shelf consumer from Amazon or from Radioddity.com. So I don't want to really talk a whole lot about what's in the box. However, obviously it's a radio. As you can see, there's no FCC ID on it. It says void. I guess it's void if you remove the sticker. We've got a battery pack with it. It's a BP26B, 2600 milliamp hours, 19.24 watt hours. And it looks like it is waterproof and dust-proof and shock-proof. That's the backside, but you guys don't care about the backside. Wow, get rid of that before I get yelled at. I see a GPS logo on the top here. So maybe it's got some GPRS in it. Maybe it's got some APRS in it. It has SMA connector of that variety on it. And the antenna's a little bent from being stuck in the box. And it has a USB-C cable, and that's all that comes with it. USB-C there, and it looks like it is a screw down connector on the side for where the headset goes. There's a plug there for a feature that I do not seem to have, or another screw cover, but that would be weird to have a screw cover on the side. And then two more screw covers on the back. So I'm going to assume that the USB-C is only for charging, and there is no setup for drop-in charging. So it's going to be USB-C charging only, which means it's not really going to sit on the desk. It's not really going to sit on the desk all that well. All right, battery is in. Let's see if it has any charge in it at all. GA-5WB. 144.625. Oh, we're in channel mode. There's no channel 41. Nice. Ooh, I like this. Oh, what was that? Did you see that? Here's a compass. All right, it's got FM radio in it. I don't want to stay too long on there. This looks a lot like the BTEC GMRS Pro. Pairing? What? It's got Bluetooth in it? APRS settings. Call sign. That's passcode. I don't want passcode. Call sign. Okay, so up and down moves you left and right through the letters. That's weird. And then left and right moves you left and right on the screen. There's my call sign. Okay, so left and right will get you in there. There's not a center button there. It's just a left and right button. I'm going to go wide 2-2. Digital mode. Share current location, digital channel, format. All right, GPS is now on. No teammate information. Awesome. This will do teams just like the GMRS Pro will. The lower button on the side is power, high, low, medium. The middle button on the side is FM radio. And then obviously the big button is push to talk. On the top, we've got a volume knob and an on-off switch. There's a little light there for when you're transmitting, it turns red. Nice well-rounded feel to it. Nice color screen. A long press of the button on the side will do a open squelch. Okay, there we go. I held the star key down and it switched from frequency mode to channel mode and back again. All right, so now let's do 444 as my local repeater. Offset is auto plus, nice. TX subtone is 110.9. RX subtone is also 110.9. Channel group, squelch level, TX time limit, tail elimination, digital mute, BTT follow, save the channel. And there's a bunch of channels already programmed in here. Oh, there's some empty ones at the bottom. Channel 15. Yep, there it is, channel 15.
W9, WAR repeater.
There we go. It works. Programming from the front panel was easy once I figured out how to switch it into VFO mode out of channel mode. And actually, it was easier than the typical Baofeng programming interface. So this has come a long way. I like it. However, this has Bluetooth. I'm going to take a look at some of the notes that were sent to me when this radio was sent out. It has a Bluetooth app programming experience. That's nice. We're going to look at that once I get the app. It will work with a Bluetooth earpiece. If your earpiece has a mic, the radio also supports transmitting via the mic. So all you need is a PTT button, which it's got on the side of the radio. It is IP67 waterproof. We kind of thought that with the icons on the back of the radio. It has GPS and APRS. I did see the APRS settings. I didn't see where to turn beaconing on, but I haven't looked hard yet. I will look into that. GPS has not gotten a lock yet, but I am indoors. Transmit and receive on both UHF and VHF plus airband and FM reception. We saw the FM reception. We saw the UHF and VHF, and I haven't done airband yet, but we can try airband. Sync the same channel setting to another radio. So this will do radio to radio cloning. It has tri-power. We saw that. 2600 milliamp hour battery. We saw that. Type-C charging. We saw that. There is no PC programming software, since it's got a Bluetooth app, thus there is no programming cable equipped. If you're Bluetooth, we already talked about that. The speaker mic port may look like the Kenwood type, the typical K connector, but it is not. So you will need an adapter, and the adapter will be equipped when released, is what it says. This is preliminary stuff. They may include it. They say they're going to include it, and they may not include it, but again, it's all preliminary stuff. It says that there is a Android app called HT. It seems a little simple. What are we going to call our app that programs our HT? I think we'll just call it HT. That looks like the icon they're showing me on the screen. 50,000 plus downloads. And from the screenshots they're showing me, it looks like the app I expect it to look like. Let's install it. But I like it to record audio. So it's going to need to hear the audio that's coming in from the radio in order to do stuff. Choose while using the app if you only want to do it while you're using the app, or choose only this time, or choose don't allow. If you choose don't allow, you can go back into settings and allow it if you need to. But one of the things that you can get is a really cheap burner Android phone from Walmart, or a cheap burner phone from Amazon. And then you don't have to worry about what's going on. Set up a faux Gmail account to create your Google Play account, and then download Google Play apps on that phone instead of on your main phone if you're worried. So I'm going to say, while using the app, find and connect to and determine the relative position of nearby devices. That's so it can do the Bluetooth connecting. I'm going to hit allow. Allow it to send you notifications. Yes, because I would like to get APRS notifications. That would be nice. And then GPS. I'm going to do approximate location while using the app. We need to avoid playing the intercom audio during the call, so we need to use phone state permission. It's good they tell you what it's about, because otherwise, when I see this allow it to make and manage phone calls, I'd be worried. But that's the thing about Android permissions. They're a little ambiguous, I guess is the word I would use. Login. Why do I need to log in? Sign in with QQ or with Google. All right, I'm going to log in with my Gmail account. Okay, I am logged in. Make sure the device is in pairing mode. Right, it is in pairing mode. Hey, it found the device. Yes, I want to link it. Well, that was easy. Just start reading from the top of the screen all the way down. Do I want to pair? Yes. That location is close enough. This is the current channel that we're on, and it has my TX and my RX and my tones that we put in there, and it's transmit power low, which is what the radio is set to. Let's change that to transmit power high. And if I hit back, it wants me to save the changes. I save, and the radio is still in low power mode on the screen.
W9, WAR, repeat.
There's a little bit of a delay between the phone and the Android app, but it still shows you so there is a push to talk button here. Kilo, Mike 9 Golf testing, and that didn't seem to activate the radio at all. No, it did. If you look on the radio screen at the top corner.
If you're tagging into a tunnel, K9WN.
Yep, Bill heard me. Hey Bill, I was too far away from the microphone. I'm playing with a Bluetooth app on my phone that's controlling my radio.
Not as muffled, but a lot of bacon.
All right, this is the radio's mic, and I switched from low power to high power.
Better.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. Whenever I key up on the radio, it shows on the screen that I am talking.
Phone?
Yeah, it shows on the phone screen. It'll show that I'm transmitting on the phone screen, and then when you're talking, it gives me like a view meter audio level readout thing.
What app is that?
The app is called HT, and it's in the Android Play Store, but you need a radio that's compatible with it. This is the Radioddity GA-5WB, but there's also a couple of other radios that it'll work with.
Yeah, I've got a cordless that I can use on this DB25, and it's kind of a neat deal. I wonder if it would work on that.
I have no idea. Might as well try it.
Android, or is it only Android?
He just asked if it was App Store or Android. No, it's also on the App Store. It's on App Store and on Android, both of them. I'm using it on Android right now.
Take a look at that. It'd be kind of cool.
KM9G for ID.
November, and I'm listening.
All right, Bill, I'm going to get back to it. I'll let you have some more fun on your side. See you later. Ta-da. Let's play with the app a little bit more. If I click the hamburger menu at the top, I get all of the different channels, and you can see that they're programmed in pretty much the same. I'm going to pick this 144.625. The radio has switched to 144.625. Currently set on high power, the upper corner of the screen over here. Let's switch it to medium power, although it did work. So watch the screen, upper corner, low power, medium power, high power. It's set on single channel now. I'm going to switch it to dual channel. Dual channel. Cool. FM radio talk around channels. It's telling me the battery power is 3/4, 2/3 maybe. You can see the battery icon up here. Channel group, device region, import channels, FM radio. So I can control the FM radio from the app. Settings. I don't know why I'm showing you on the camera when you're seeing it on the phone screen. It's like I've never done this before. Click to start the connection in order to control the device. You can turn off your control or turn on your control. Okay, let's add another repeater from the screen here. I'm going to long press that. There we go. Edit. And I call this, I actually don't know the name of it, 2585. And the frequency is 146.85. And then when you key up, it goes -600. More TX frequency is 14625. And I might have this backwards. I do that with repeaters a lot for some reason. There are no tones on this repeater. I like that. And then let's go back and save the changes. Okay, so that one has its name. I need to edit this other one. W9 WAR. Save it. Okay, so now I switch that. I switch that. Okay, let me switch this back to single channel to make it easier to see. It's now on single channel. Let's look at the radio. And you can see it says W9 WAR. And if I switch it to 2585, it says 2585. Switch that back. I'm on 2585. Let's try it. And I can't get it from here. Let me switch the frequencies around because maybe that's me. I like how easy this is to edit things. I don't know if I just put it back the exact same way it already was. Could be too far away, down inside of the hill. I'm actually down, I'm halfway down the Wisconsin side of the riverbank, and then you have to go all the way down and all the way back up to get out of the riverbank here on the Minnesota side, and then it's, I think the closest one is White Bear Lake from here, which is actually pretty far, but I'm essentially shooting through solid rock. So the tower needs to be above the rock on the far side, and it may not be. All that to say, I'm making excuses as to why I can't hit it. I'm outside now. There we go. KM9G on the 2585 repeater. See, I had it programmed backwards. Now it's working. Or was it because I was inside? Because I was inside, not because I programmed it backwards. Because I programmed it, and then I reprogrammed it, and then I reprogrammed it back the other way, and I was right the first time. Y'all were watching, you know. This thing is so far a lot of fun. I like the screen. It's readable outside. It's readable inside. It works fairly well with the application. The application's been around for a couple of years, so they have ironed out a lot of bugs. The radio itself is a brand new prototype that they sent me to play with. I'm going to play with this for a little while longer, and as I start having more fun with it and start to do more interesting things, I might make another video. I might not. It depends on how busy things are, but if you see me at a ham fest and you want to play with it, let's do it. So far, this looks like it is a pretty amazing little toy to play with. I don't want to do any further testing on power output or anything because, like I said, it is a prototype radio and it would kind of be unfair. Maybe we might do it in a future video. I don't know. Make sure you're subscribed for that because I like to play around with new things, and I know you'd like to see new things and play around with new things too, and let's all do it together, right? All right, I got some breaking news for you. I actually had to re-edit and re-upload the video to add this part in for you. This is supposed to be on pre-order as of the day of the release of this video. So check out the link in the description below. I don't even know the price of it as of yet, but depending on what price it is, I might be able to get you a discount code and save you a few bucks. There's a video right over here I think you might enjoy next. Thanks for being awesome. I'll see you over there.